Hello! I'm just coming live from my hotel right now. Just had a little finish of my little meeting from my convention. And I just want to share you my 3 ways on really what I learned on how to really just improve your identity. And for you, or you may not know, what identity is it's very subjective. But how I view identity is where I am right now, how I see myself, and that's who I am, like who I am. And the things I want to talk about to you today is really how to really change your identity or to shift your identity up so you become the better version of yourself every single day. So, without further ado, let's go into the 3 ways on how to improve your identity. And the first point is going to be your associations, and it's going to be more towards what people say that you are the 5 people you hang around with. And the reason why I want to talk about the people that you hang around with in general is because when we actually have our identity, we are where we are based on what we know right now. And there are other peoples in different parts of the world that are really high financially, or in regards to fitness, or in regards to skill level in a certain sport. People are in different thermostats. And that's what I'm going to use for the analogy today in regards to identity. Because for example, financially, if let's say you had a thermostat of 70 degrees, all right? And with this thermostat of 70 degrees, you could either go up or you could go down. Your internal thermostat, which is going to keep you at 70, is going to bring you up or down. So, for example, if the winds of life, the blizzards of life, everything just is going all bad for you, it's going to it's going to cool off your thermostat. And what your thermostat is going to do, what your internal thermostat is going to do, is that it's going to raise it back up. So it's going to put on the heater and it's going to raise up back to your normal 70-degree Fahrenheit. So if everything's all bad, everything is just the winds of life is just coming at you, and your thermostat is going to get a lot lower. But later on, as time goes on, it's going to go back to the normal 70 degrees. Next, if everything is on fire for you, you're just killing it, you're getting so many milestones, and you are really just getting the most out of your life right now, your thermostat is going to go up. But at the same time, over time, your thermostat is going to cool off over time. The AC is going to go on, it's going to bring you back to the 70 degrees. So that's usually how your identity works. And to really just show you how you could permanently shift up your thermostat, your identity thermostat, there are several different ways, 3 different ways. First one is going to be that your associations. So associations is more towards the people you hang out around with. So if financially, let's say if I hung out with Warren Buffett, and his net worth is super high, I would say he's like, let's say 300-degree Fahrenheit. That's incredibly high. And for me, I'm only at 70. But if I'm hanging around with Warren Buffett every single day and just literally just learning how his mindset works, how he uses his time, how he uses his money, and just really knowing what his whole routine is every day, financially and overall, my whole identity is going to shift up, and I'm going to be in between 300-degree Fahrenheit to someone at 70 degrees. So I won't even be at 70 degrees anymore. With his Fahrenheit, that's super hot. I'm going to be at least 200 over there, 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's my identity is going to be shifted over there, and it's permanently going to stay because I really accumulated all of the knowledge and also the mindset that he has to really just be at that identity at that 200-degree Fahrenheit. So that's the first way. First way on really how to shift your identity. The second way is going to be something that I personally went through a lot, and it's doing a short burst of activities or milestones or successes in a short period of time. So for example, when I first started my personal development journey, in the beginning, I had a whole bunch of challenges where I had to do a Facebook live stream. I have never done any Facebook live streams in my life. I have not done any video recordings showing myself like this. And when I had to go through those short bursts of activities, Facebook live streams every day, going out to talking to people, doing these challenges, recording them, interviewing people. Doing that in the 6 weeks, my identity already shifted. I already got used to doing Facebook live streams. I already got used to talking in public. I already got used to just doing Facebook lives and also just interviewing people out in the public now. And with that, my identity shifted from 70 degrees, it probably went to like 90 degrees. And now that I'm doing more and more of these things, I'm trying to shift up my identity more by trying to ump up some of my activities now. So as you may know, I'm doing YouTube 100-day challenge. I've never done that before, but this challenge, this 100-day challenge, is definitely gonna shift up my identity because I already seen it from the first day I did my YouTube challenge. First video to where I am right now, speaking dramatically changed already. It improved, and I just want to shift up my identity to the whole next level. So, second way is to just do a whole bunch of activity short term in a short amount of time. So that could be if you have a company and you do a lot of calls. If you do like 20 calls a day, jump it up to 200 calls. You'll notice a huge shift later on. And once you do 200 calls, it seems too easy later on, and you just can't go back to 20 anymore. Like I can't go back. If later on after this YouTube challenge, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to 3 days now. I may even do 4 days now, because I used to do 3 days all the time. But just doing this YouTube challenge every single day, it kind of set the habit for me that I could do like a YouTube video every day or so. Or maybe let's go back. I could go back a little bit, but probably won't go back to 3 anymore. So that's the second way. Third way on how to really shift up your identity is gonna be your self-confidence. And this is subjective for each person, but how I viewed self-confidence is the promises I make to myself and that I'm aware doing it. So if I got a workout plan from my trainer and saying like, oh, you have to do all this, and I'm gonna do all that, and if I don't do all of the workouts, I'm gonna kind of lose my self-confidence because I am internally, the negative thoughts that I have is really gonna bring me down. It's like, oh no, you're just too tired, or maybe you should you're kind of lazy, or it sets all these different excuses. And with those excuses, it's gonna kind of lower my standards, lower my identity down right there. But if I keep my promises and I do all the challenges, for example, what my trainer gives me or what my mentor gives me every single day, and I keep my promises to that, that's when my confidence is gonna go up, and I'm taking more action at the same time, so everything is just gonna get easier and easier, and at the same time, my identity is gonna shift up. So that's my 3 ways on how to really increase your identity, and that's really something I learned from this convention, and it's super powerful. This is only like the first actual day, and I'm just really pumped up for the next couple days. So that's my little video for today. So if you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button down below. And if you know any other ways or possible ways on how to shift up your identity, let me know in the comments box below. I'm always curious on how to better myself every single day, and I would like to hear what you have to offer. So that's my little video today, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.